Alrighty guys, it's Sunday. Oh, it's 7-ish. 7 something, I don't even know what time it is. Hey, the heater shut off. Guess we got ourselves an ice storm, snowstorm, whole bunch of yuck coming our way Monday, Tuesday, so that'll be fun. Can't wait for that. Hope everybody had a great Christmas. We had pretty good weather up here at least. So, let's see here. Well, this is going to be for Danny Walker. Because I know he wants me to work in this 54 Chevy in the worst way. Well, guess what, Danny? That 63 Impala is gone. So, we're back at the 54. Which I'm kind of excited about because I want to get back on the 54. I'm excited. But nothing really to report on it. Just started playing with my collectors for the headers, as far as I got. But on the 63, I'm sure it'll be back. It's that car, like when I put in that last video or the first video about how much was messed up, you guys didn't even see the tip of the iceberg in that car. It is just insane that someone would figure that that would well work. The wiring was one problem, but there is some serious issues on that car. But I did get it running. I fired it up today, ran. I was under the impression it was a 350. Here it's actually what he thinks is a 327. Yet when I ran the numbers in the front of the block, the ones that are stamped in, it came out as a 283. Usually I got a little bit more luck believing the stamped in numbers. I mean, anybody could have changed them over the time. Obviously, until you pull the heads off, you really don't know what you got, but it's way over cammed, way over intaked, way over carbureted. So it'll follow itself out, just running at 1,000 RPM. It won't even take more fuel in until about $3,000. Once you get to about $3,000, that's when it kind of starts waking up. Then it'll actually kind of, rev up like it should and everything else. Way too much. It's just typical, kids. Bigger is always better. Well, not necessarily. If you're making a race car, I'd say, yeah, you're probably right, but no. And then it wouldn't go into gear. The clutch will not disengage. I'm hoping it's just, rusted in there somehow, but I don't know. I beat on it pretty hard and tried to pry on it and a couple other little tricks, and it did not disengage, so it's possible that it's the wrong throw-up bearing. They got the clutch disc in backwards. I mean, who knows? As much as that was combobbled on that car, nothing else surprised me. And, oh, let's see. All the hoses were only held on with those stupid fake, AN style braided hoses, I hate them. Well, they stripped out all the hose clamps and one of the hoses blew off. That was real sweet. That made a mess. Fix that. Got it going again. Well, then the thermostat would not open. It's cresting 200. It's like, alright, shut it down. Pull that off. Well, someone had a 200 degree thermostat in there, a 210 I should say. I don't know why you'd put that big of a thermostat in there, so somehow that got flown all the way to the river, I think. I was pretty pissed off at that point. Put a 165 in it, she liked that, so that cured that problem. But the guy never put the little tube in for the dipstick, so the dipstick would rub on the crankshaft. And it was one of those El Cheapo Chinese dipsticks, so had to fix that. I mean, it was just endless. I mean, I could just keep going on and on. I don't want to. I'm trying to forget about this car. But the owner understands. He knew it was going to be an issue. He knows that too many people touched it, and he really wants me to straighten it out. And if it was up to him, it'd still be sitting here, and it'd be here all winter long for me to fix. I'm not saying I'm not going to fix it. I just don't want to do it right now. I got this to work on. and some other stuff that I already promised people I was going to be working on this winter. So I brought that 63 in as a quick favor. I got the wiring done. All that's buttoned up. I fixed a lot of stuff on it already. It just needs another good couple weeks of tinkering. We'll have to put a different intake on it. I forget what kind it is, but it's sort of like a, what the heck were those called? I think Edelbrock called it a Torker 2, or I forget. It's basically just a race intake. And then the carburetor, I'm not really sure what CFM it is, but the way it's jetted, it's way too fat. And the cam, no one knows what the cam is in it, so you got a little research to do on that, but it does run. Unfortunately, it didn't drive out because of the clutch, but at least it rolled, and the air ride worked, so it went up and down. So we'll see that back probably next year. But for right now, Danny, we're back on the 54, so stay tuned, and we'll talk to you guys later.